I was cornered, under constant attack. As quickly as I took down one opponent, another one popped up to take their place, like a never-ending game of whack-a-mole, minus the squishy mallet. "Are you a dog or cat person?" they asked me. "What's your star sign? What's your favourite flavour of ice cream?" And rinse and repeat. As if my whole existence could be boiled down to my preference for cats and double chocolate chip. Speed dating was the worst. I smiled politely as the 5-minute bell rang and Alistair, dog person, Taurus, rum and raisin, bid me goodbye and said he hoped to talk to me again. And then Alistair moved on to the beautiful, bespectacled blonde sitting at the table next to mine, while my next date slid into the seat opposite me. I gave him a quick once-over. Late 20s to early 30s, short, dark hair, icy blue eyes, pale skin, prominent cheekbones, designer stubble and designer clothes. A distinct whiff of confidence and an even more distinct whiff of an expensive aftershave about him. He didn't look like the kind of man who needed help finding a date. "Hello," he said, his voice as rich and as smooth as melted chocolate. "It's nice to meet you." His gaze flicked to the handwritten name tag stuck to the bust of my long-sleeved, low-cut burgundy dress. Either that or he was ogling my frankly unspectacular cleavage. "Daisy." I smiled sweetly at him. "It's nice to meet you too, Roman. I'll let you into a little secret. My name's not really Daisy, and I was willing to bet Roman wasn't his real name." "Is this your first time speed dating?" he asked me. "Absolutely," I replied, directing my best Bambi-eyed expression his way. "I'm a speed dating virgin." He smiled, flashing 2 rows of perfectly straight, perfectly white teeth at me. "So am I." I returned his smile before reaching for my drink. I sipped the blood-red Merlot daintily, letting the glass linger at my mouth, licking my lips when I was done. Roman watched me the whole time, which I assumed was a good sign. Mum made this look easy, but seduction was definitely not my forte. Neither was polite conversation. I knew it was my turn to speak, so I should try to say something witty or interesting, but as the seconds ticked by, I found myself at a loss for words. What were people supposed to talk about at these things anyway? Oh, that's right. "So," I said, placing my glass back on the table. "What's your favourite flavour of ice cream?" Roman made a show of glancing at his Rolex. 4 minutes left, he told me. "Is that really what you want to ask me?" I shrugged. "I find it a useful icebreaker." Roman arched one perfectly shaped eyebrow at me. "I think we've already broken the ice," he said. "Don't you?" "Not even close. Time to do a bit more digging." "What's the matter?" I asked him with a girlish giggle. "Don't you like ice cream?" He grinned, but the smile didn't reach his eyes. "Of course," he said. "Everybody likes ice cream." "So?" I prompted him. "Raspberry Ripple," he said, after giving the question some thought. "You?" "Double chocolate chip," I replied. "You can never have too much of a good thing." He chuckled deep and low, the kind of chuckle that might cause a flutter in the pit of your stomach if you were gullible enough to fall for that kind of thing. "I quite agree," he said, meeting my gaze. I smiled and looked away shyly. I had to hand it to him. He knew exactly what he was doing. But then, so did I.